Anyway, let's talk a little bit about Alamo Lake. There's a big flap within our industry about the Army Corps of Engineers, bless their hearts, wanting to flush Alamo Lake.
They're just doing their job cleaning up the dam area. That's all.
They can do that in June. Okay.
Why don't they?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a question that we have too.
But wait a minute.
First off, it would be nice if we got a chance to sit down and discuss the project before it came out in a formal EA. And I think that's one
you
of
don't
our
like being
biggest
told
concerns.
what's going to happen?
No, we found out on this one pretty much with an email the day or a couple days before it came out to the public. So it really that was a big concern from the department, is that the Corps failed to consult directly with the Game and Fish Department, which is a federal requirement under a congressional act that was established way back in the mid-50s, early 60s.
You don't like being treated like a red-headed stepchild by the Army Corps of Engineers?
Or the National Park Service.
Benefit of the doubt, I have to say it might have been an oversight. But at this point,
over.
So our biggest concern right now, couple of things. Why draw down the reservoir now? We're in a pretty big drought year. I mean, I haven't seen snow this year. I know it's been a terrible winter, so that's a big concern for us. And secondly, why during the bass spawn?
The Army Corps Engineers on Alamo trying to get them to stabilize and do things that are going to affect the spawn after the spawn. And I think the magic number was 1125 elevation. Does that ring a bell?
Not on the top of my head. I think it's like 1100, but it's somewhere.
Okay,
somewhere
right in there. Trying to keep it stable at that, for a 45 to 60 day period, so that the fish have a chance to make their beds, spawn, and get the fry.
Get the little fry out of the house.
Yeah, it's not a simple request, and then they can go do what they need to do post spawn. The other complaint that we've had is, like some others that I'm not going to say the words, but it rhymes with SRP. They get deficient in dams inspection and repairs, like on Bartlett, and then we have drawdown.
Well, I mean, the question is what's the purpose and need of this? I mean, if you read the environmental assessment they put out, they failed to identify a purpose and need up front. You think that would be the very first thing you do is, hey, the reason we're going to do this is because X, Y, and Z. That's lacking. So we're struggling. Is this maintenance or is this flooding riparian areas, and where's this coming from? And yet, again, because we have not had those conversations with the Corps of Engineers, we're struggling with understanding the reason why they want to do this during this year and at that time.
It's a phenomenal lake that's headed into a spawn, and it's in a little bit of jeopardy as far as the water levels out here.
Gee,
maybe a lot of bit of jeopardy is a better statement.
We got the fish monkey right here. Any comments on the drawdown?
Chris, help.
Well, I like we said, we oppose the drawdown right now, the time of the year, and the year itself being that we've had, very little precipitation over this past winter. So it's not a good time to do it, and we're asking that if it is to be done, that it would maybe get moved to another time of year or look at some other alternatives.
Greg, just to give you a comfort level, they will have a final draft out Monday, Tuesday, Chief? Maybe?
Yeah, I don't have the exact date on it. We're going to look at probably some comments Monday or Tuesday, but we'll have it out before.
We've taken their due diligence, put that before the AZFWC. Our president is here, and he's been in conference with the executive director. We will have a comment. Everybody will be forwarded at that particular comment. And, Mr. President, I believe at last count there was like 16 opted in.
Yeah, at least.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So, that's a pretty good representation, but we will make our voices known and we'll copy you on it. So,
Well,
what
our,
was
our position is
let's get
Alamo
back.
is probably our true angler's lake in the state.
Yeah.
We had a water rise last year of about 42 feet from precipitation that was coming in. This isn't water that was diverted over through some channel. This is snow melt and rain and things like that. So we have a biology in the lake right now that's going through a new lake effect. We had an amazing shad spawn last year, and we have a healthy population of fish. And it seems to be reckless at this point to take that biology and say, all right, we're going to put you in the spawn, but now we're going to go ahead and, as you're in the spawn, we're going to take that away, disrupt the entire cycle, and draw the lake down. It just doesn't make sense. This is honestly the true angler's lake in this state.
Well, it obviously was something they did not evaluate in their assessment of the action. So they need to do that. That's our ask is assess it, evaluate it, and if there's an impact, mitigate.